So what's it like being a child and having gender dysphoria? Well, to put it into an analogy, imagine you were a kid and went to a fair. There was a list of rides you couldn't wait to go on, but for every single one you wanted to, you got denied. Your friends could go, just not you. Instead, the ride you got was being tossed into a trash can and kicked down a mountain.
When I grow up, I want to be a mom.
Oh no. How do we tell them?
You see, you can be anything you want, honey. Just not that.
Okay, then Sailor Moon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no? Okay. The funny boy from Team Rocket on Pokemon.
Perfect!
See, that sounds like a good role model.
You fools. When it comes to things like hobbies, toys, job aspirations, and color preferences, a lot of these needlessly have gendered expectations. Look, it may sound petty, saying as now a fully grown adult, not getting the toy I wanted was detrimental to my mental health, but I really wanted that Sailor Moon wand, you monster.
I am the pretty guardian who fights for love and justice. Wah! Sparkle, 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 and everyone cheered.
A moment of silence for what could have been. But on a real note, it can be detrimental, because if you tell your child at every turn in their life that who they are is wrong, they begin to feel wrong. And unfortunately, this is a common case in a lot of individuals' formative years. It's also here where we divide dysphoria into two layers. The first layer is internal perception. This is referring to your inherent wants, dreams, and self-image not aligning with what's in the mirror. The second layer is external expectations. This is where you feel rejected by the world around you for something you simply cannot control, as much as you wish you could. It's the feeling of disdain towards the person you've been conditioned into being. Kinda like how I was expected to have a toy screwdriver instead of the spirit heart moon rod from Sailor Moon. What do you have to say for yourself? The f do I do with this? You can give me all the tools you want, I won't be able to figure out how to fix your marriage. Okay, I've overdone the heart rod thing, I'll let it go. Fortunately, being younger, there is a little leeway in how you can act. I proudly deemed myself a tom girl in my friend group. I got to learn how to braid hair, make some friendship bracelets, play with other people's spirit heart moon rod from Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm still not over! Unfortunately, the expectations of my friends and home were quite different. My first self-proclaimed boyfriend was the guy from the big comfy couch, and before you Google him, well, I did it for you, and I gotta say, he's still as beautiful as the first time I saw him. I guess my taste in men hasn't changed all that much.
Yo, hold up, what do you mean by that?
Put the clown costume on with the honky nose, babe. We're getting wacky tonight. Anyway, my mom explained to me why I can't date men, and needless to say, we can only imagine what could have been between me and my future clown husband. Learning I couldn't date the people I had originally thought I would began to really nail home the true separation of who I thought I was and who I was expected to be. It was an overwhelming weight to live with. Given transitioning wasn't even a concept that was heard of where I had lived, in my eyes, unless some divine intervention came into play, I was stuck. I tried selling my soul, looking up black magic that could swap genders online, and even folklore myths like if you lick your elbow you can change genders. To the person immediately considering to do that, I love your attitude, but spoiler, it didn't work, sorry. I tried convincing myself it would be okay. I tried convincing myself I could be happy. I tried to be one of the guys, you know? Blend in.
Oh, hey Ryota.
Yo, bro, what's up? It's me, your boy. Gonna get jacked today? Wanna go hit the gym?
Oh, no, I'm good.
That's cool. Wanna make out in like a heterosexual way instead?
What?
Just kidding! Did you catch the game?
Oh, last night, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do great, and I'm sure it's obvious now that I couldn't just give up on those feelings. Instead, I began to pursue them in ways that were hidden. You likely had or have an escape you go, where no one else can tell you who to be. For me, it was RuneScape. RuneScape was a big deal in my day. Yes, I'm old, shut up, stop writing that comment, or finish it, it helps with engagement. See, RuneScape was one of the first introductions for a lot of people when it comes to talking to others online through a video game. It also allowed you to create your own character. Naturally, I made a female character. I'm sure some of you can relate with that first instance where you gotta be yourself in a social environment for the first time. The empowerment, the freedom, the ability to truly be who you want. It was all at my fingertips right there. And there were millions of potential friends for me to meet. So I got addicted to mining and blacksmithing and essentially never saw the light of day again. Bro, where have you been lately? You never hang out anymore. The children, they yearn for the mines. Sorry, getting that cold lung.
Dude,
you need to stop playing RuneScape. Eventually, I did meet a guy in RuneScape who became, I guess, technically my first boyfriend. Not that I really count it, given I was way too young. Also, he wasn't a f***ing clown, so how could I? One of my favorite things was following him around as he beat up higher level monsters. It was the first time I really felt protected, and I wanted more of it. Honestly, the simple idea that this person treated me like a girl at all was incredible and helped a lot with my mental health. But I need to come clean. Finally, this has weighed on my chest for a long time. I'm pretty sure I cheated on him a time or two to get free gold and loot. If you give me adamantine armor, I'll hold your hand.
You filthy wench.
I'm sorry, I'm doing what I need to get by, okay? Games like RuneScape offered a great escape from the real world. Honestly, any game that offered the choice between male and female was something I would sink hours into, especially if it was a game with social elements. But there was one specific game that gave me the option before any else. So there I was, desperate. Every decision I tried to make was swapped out with the ones deemed fit for me. I learned to not articulate how I felt due to homophobia in the household. I learned to hide my effeminate traits and desires the best I could. And it may be overly sentimental, but there was one decision I made for me that acted as a turning point. It's a decision you've likely made as well. This crazy son of a bitch just came right out and asked me. I froze. I knew the answer I wanted to make, but I was scared. I weighed my options, and this time I knew without a doubt it was my choice to make. A tiny part of me considered, what if it turned me into a girl in real life? I was still young and dumb, so please. I'm not sure how long I considered, stressed, and stared at the question, but ultimately, I went with what was safe, and what hurt the most. I clicked boy. But trainer after trainer, gym leader after gym leader, the question was still burned in the back of my mind. The knowing that if I could just be brave enough, life would give me this one thing. It might mean abuse, and I was fragile, but it would also make me so deeply happy. I would need to redo everything I had just done, but for the first time, I made a choice and stood behind it no matter the consequence. I deleted my character, walked back up to Professor Oak, and I told him I am a girl. I beat the game multiple times after that. What's most important is when it comes to the choices of who we are, we don't let others make those for us. The same person who will deny you for being yourself will abandon you if you fall into a depression or addictions like I had later in life. And don't worry, I've been sober for a long time. That's a story for later anyway. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want more storytime videos like this. It actually does help a lot. To all my Patreon and YouTube members, sincerely, thank you for your support. Links to join and support my channel directly are down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!